his time here. I think graduated in like 3 years or something like that.
Wow.
Hard worker.
Nice. I know that I played Life before at a BOPME. It was a while ago, but yeah, cool. Cool to see the new blood.
Definitely.
I love the Arcadian into PR pipeline.
Oh, 100%.
Really cool. It's people that like they want it, and then they're they prove it, and then the people who do well at Arcadians are people who are either
putting in the time.
They're putting in the time, and they're probably going to be ranked. Like they're of that level. They're not just like some random person who's like just gonna win it that isn't of that level.
Arcadians are very unforgiving in that way.
Yes,
it's
they
like
are.
if you're not, especially with like the variances of day-to-day melee, how if you're feeling on or off, like they're not very forgiving in how on you have to be to say in order to go all the way through bracket, play against multiple like contender types and have the stamina really to make it all the way to grands and close it out. And Kashi definitely like made some upsets at that tournament.
It's tricky. I mean, Whisper got second as the not even
yeah,
close to the second seed.
I think Whisper was like maybe 6 or
I
think she was like 6 or 7.
I think you're right.
But
like I think it was like Grumpy was like the 8th seed.
Oh yeah.
Maybe something.
That dude made
so
some
surprising.
huge upsets.
Yes.
He is cracked. He also, funny enough, in a little gauntlet thing, he beat several Indiana PR players in a row in order to win free entry to Riptide.
Wow.
Which I think he beat like Seal, Lunar, Majursk, and me back to back. Like all in a row.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was nuts. He went off that tournament.
Shout out Grumpy, show up. Come to events.
Okay, some interesting platform interactions, and that's going to be the name of the game, right, for the set?
Yeah, and I thought we were going to see a little bit more of a tech chase, but I know it's hard. We'll see. Is Whisper, is she like more of like a tech chasey?
Yeah, she's definitely like very knows the reactions and all that stuff, especially versus Falco, because she plays versus Goshine, a local Bloomington. Oh,
that was so cool.
You see that's the kind of shit she hits versus Diego every week. You like if you tune into a Bloomington local.
I'm gonna need 3 more of those, at least.
Yeah, she's very practiced to say the least in this matchup.
It's cool. I mean that goes to show it right there, right? Like what a very specific percent and positioning understanding. Like really good. Could have ended it 4 different ways.
Right.
And goes for that. Really cool way to start the set.
And not to dwell on it, but she's I think like one of her best wins is negative.
That's a great win.
Exactly. So like I was saying and emphasizing, she is quite practiced in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree. And it's stuff like that right there where you kind of need to anticipate when Falco's going to jump. And you can read it with a dash attack and just get under it, or you preempt it and like short hop fair as Sheik.
Right.
But those little things right there only come with hundreds of hours of practice for sure. Character.
Okay, a little up tilt. We'll see how the tech chase goes. Oh, gets a little closer, but Life reacts and get up attacks at the right time.
Kind of get timing just a little bit.
Ah, that's tough. Tries to get a maximum drift and is a little too slow on the transition to up B.
It's unfortunate, but it's like you're kind of like, I don't know. I wouldn't beat yourself up too much over it. Like you're playing in a way that you're it's just confident, like good gameplay that. Look at this, we're back to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like so back and forth this whole game. When the second that somebody like hits a cool combo or like seals out an edge guard, you're like, okay, this is the lead, and then it just turns around instantly.
Agreed. And same thing we just saw from Life on the other side. What Whisper was the last interaction with it was a little bit of a timing, like acting too early rather than knowing the percent. You're sub like 80, you can CC a get up attack and just CC walk.
I'm like so nervous right now.
This is close. This is tense.
They're both just running,
I kind of love it. I love the trades.
Yeah.
Rough tech in.
Yeah. I thought we would see the arms attack. I think Life was actually a little smarter, for just taking the slide off instead. But Kashi's there with the bear to cover the side B. Stadium's a counter pick. How can he turn this around?
It was pretty close, honestly.
Yeah,
I think
right.
Cleaning up a couple things, there were 2 missed side B timings on the right side. It's like if those are the issues and you just need to tell yourself, stop trying to shorten, you'll get back and maybe you die, but you don't guarantee the death if you just miss it. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Or maybe take another mix-up, or hold in.
Take the up B. Like she hasn't proven that she can beat it yet.
Right.
Sometimes you just need to let it
try
ride.
it out.
Yeah. Even if it's objectively not the right thing to do, you have to make your opponent prove that they can cover it, because they may just not know how to cover it. Right here, like that.
Yeah, right.
She's proven that she
Man,
can't
you're
beat
really
it
good
now.
at this game.
You just kind of understand it. I don't know. Let them prove it. See if we have it again. Missed it twice. So now, if in my head at this point, I'm weighing that option significantly heavier.
Oh, what a refresh.
That was cool.
Yeah.
To get under the needles.
And then grab ledge again at the perfect time. Nice down tilt. Oh, no. I thought that was going to be a kill. Okay. Ready with the jab to defend himself. Great awareness, yeah.
Yeah, and at that percent anyway, I mean, even if Sheik recovers on stage, Falco rising bears and you get to set it up again.
For sure.
Not a big deal. Ends it at about 33%, only 2 tech chases, doesn't yield a ton, but...
Right, but she's finding a lot of success in the scrap this game.
Agreed. Most of the openings have been from up tilt, actually, so if you're life here, you should be probably talking to yourself about fall less on Sheik, like really consider what are my tools to get down and avoid direct conflict.
And sort of keeping that range where you want to be. Oh, wow. Takes the F smash. Another mix-up. Oh,
wow.
Great there.
Fantastic. That was such a good decision.
Oh, a lot of dicey situations with this platform. Like shield push-offs and, tilts coming out.
Rough position here from Whisper.
Oh, tough.
Yep.
A little funny, both of them missed the air dodge at the same time. But somebody was on stage.
Look at all these scraps. Look how they're playing right on top of each other.
I know.
Just looking for something. They just want to hit each other.
Yeah. Oh, there he hits it.
That's one. I mean, the last interaction, she did cover the up B, so maybe we're flip-flopping now, but...
Yeah. I think one of Whisper's strengths are like getting these out of shield, like almost instant aerials that
they're fast.
Really keep you covered, yeah.
Don't love this spot.
Oh, goes for the read in the last moment. Wow.
I just don't like the up smash reads, I'll be honest.
Oh. Honestly, a great mix-up at the end with the up B by Whisper. Life, though, despite dropping the first part of that interaction, is not phased.
Plays so well in a scrap.
Yeah.
You're fine.
And I think that's one of Life's, always been one of his best qualities is how, fast he can be in the scrap.
Yeah, something I'm noticing a lot from Life's gameplay here is watch for when he is trying to hit Whisper, there's aerial instantly something after it. So it's he's favored, I feel in these scraps because he's just putting out an extra hitbox when there isn't even a window of time for Sheik to avoid it in any way.
Right.
Love that pickup.
Yeah, just critically capitalizing on the short. Okay.
Like that right there. Laser, jab, grab. It's there isn't even a check for what's happening. It's just, I'm going to make this into a scrap.
Yeah. Just honestly put out hitboxes until something sticks.
That's right. Yeah, and it's...
But in a way that, is smart, keeps himself covered. Another situation there with the Shine Bear.
Yeah, and it's if you're Whisper here and you're starting to pick up on that.
Oh, great nair before the dare even to get that little extra juicy hit to send her off stage.
It was a perfect positioning for it. Yeah, if you're Whisper and you're recognizing what these scraps look like, disengage. You can punish that if you know that your opponent's hitting bang bang after something. Roll out of the first one and just hope they're gonna overextend with a bigger move, and then you can really capitalize.
Oh.
Really good arms attack.
Oh, I thought Rob Smash was coming.
I thought it too, yeah.
Okay. See how much she can pick up here.
I would have liked to see an up air at that
Yeah.
point.
Let's get a juggle going. Okay, she's got the grab.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, weak up air. I know she's a fan of like extensions like that.
Wow, great DI.
Doesn't get the hit she wanted.
Yeah, take that platform that you like right there. That's a perfect position. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, and still is.
Tough spot if you're life here. You just say, I need 20% and I'm happy.
Yeah, just any little chip towards, you know, the percent where CC just doesn't matter anymore.
Agreed. And this is it. You're happy.
Yeah.
You're over the moon with that.
For sure. You can nair.
Anything. You get a stock to play with. You could trade it right now if you wanted.
Oh, misses up the wave dash ledge. Just like oppressive, really, tools that Life was using in like dragging her up and then down and just pushing her off the platform, like stuffing her out, and like it's got to be stifling, right? As Sheik to just like get pushed off to ledge and then suddenly you're off stage and you're eating a dare to the face.
Being overwhelmed is so hard to deal with unless you have a very strict game plan on how to deal with it. We'll see. I mean, maybe I personally, I think I'm leaning, if I'm Whisper, for a little more stage rather than smaller stage here.
Interesting,
because
yeah.
I'm being overwhelmed. But we'll see what she decides to do, how she deals with it.
Not quite fast enough to get there. And I'm also wondering, like, I mean, she has so much practice in this matchup, you know, versus Go-Shine. It's like, I wonder how much, like, the stylistic differences come into play with the counter picks. You know, it's like, could something that's maybe like good versus good counter pick versus Go-Shine style maybe not work out so Go-Shine.
No, I know what you mean. And it might be. It might come in like different ways. Like what we see in a punish game might be something that really shines through from her experience with like other Falcos. But, you know, right here in the scrap situations, if Go-Shine never shows these options, then you might, you might be lost.
One of the many like really intricate ways that like, just differences in playstyle can be the difference in melee.
Yes, it can.
And I know she's kicking herself for that. Little.
I mean, it's how it goes. If I'm looking at this here, it's like 90%. I'm a fair away from getting a stock, you know, being stock down. It's not really that far, but
just one of those things you have to shake off.
Yep.
Especially
really
if you're going to make
a
mount a comeback at this point.
Right. You run through all the situations. You're like, I'm down stocks. I'm down a game. Like.
Oh, nice nair extension.
That was cool. Wow.
What a mix-up, yeah.
I'm surprised that fair didn't hit.
How much can she get here? Oh, tough.
That's tough. Yeah. Looking back, probably focus, you know, on those. I mean, that was like the third, I think, maybe fourth tech chase that we've seen this set. You're just going to need so many more.
More extended one, yeah.
Especially if your opponent is doing like all those scrap heavy things, like where they're just putting stuff out. You need to look for what are the moves like that jab check that happens every time. You can grab off of that. So if you know that they're going to dare grab or shine dare, or excuse me, shine jab, laser jab, just wait for it, preempt it, grab it.
I think another thing I want to point out about both of them chuckling after the set, you know, they're a long time, you know,